everyone, welcome back. It's me, Chantal, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about dry hair. Why do I have dry hair? How do I fix my dry hair? Please help me. And I've definitely gone through a period where I didn't know why my hair was dry and I was really confused, and I kind of just accepted that like I had dry hair and that it was always going to be that way. But something clicked and I've learned a lot through my own experiences, and I just wanted to share some information on like what I've learned and what I find works to help manage dry hair and to prevent dryness, and just to reassure you guys that dry hair doesn't have to be your normal. It doesn't have to be the constant state of your hair. I think dry hair is more just a symptom of other things, and I kind of want to go over some of those things in this video and also share some ways that you can help to return your hair to a more moisturized state and just to feel better and more moisturized overall. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is what I find works. Number one, work with your hair when it's wet. For me personally, after I wash and condition my hair, I come out of the shower, I wrap it in a t-shirt, and I usually don't let it dry completely. It will always be damp. I work with my hair when it's either wet or damp. It's in some state of having a lot of water on it. So I find that when my hair is wet, what happens is that, I don't know what the scientific backing behind it is, but what I think happens is that the water molecules and the product are able to bind together, and it coats my hair a lot better than it would if my hair were dry. So I would highly recommend styling your hair immediately after you wash it, starting to put some product in it just to make sure that it holds that moisture, and the products that you use are going to help to keep your hair moisturized for longer. Number two, if you're someone who uses heat, even if you use low heat or if you're still using chemicals on your hair, make sure you're doing other things in your routine that will help to encourage your hair to stay healthy. Having a good balance of protein and moisture is so crucial. If you're like coloring your hair or if you're perming or relaxing your hair, it's really important to have that balance. And I also highly recommend trimming your hair regularly to make sure that you're getting rid of like those dry split ends, obviously, and making sure you're doing like masks and deep conditioners that will help to, you know, boost your hair's moisture content as well. So just be really mindful of treatments that you can do to help boost that moisture in your hair as well. Another thing I wanted to mention is product buildup. If you use a lot of really thick products, if you just layer products a lot, that can cause buildup, and it can cause congestion on your strands. So it will prevent them from actually absorbing any moisture from products that you use that are intended to moisturize your hair. So it's really important to pay attention to those things and make sure that you're clarifying your hair when you need to. Obviously not going overboard with it, because you don't want to like completely strip your hair of like every single good kind of moisture. But it is really important to clarify and cleanse your hair every once in a while, just so that you can have that like fresh slate, and then you can actually replenish the moisture properly instead of just like adding more buildup to the mess. And like, that's just, you don't want to do that. There's so many methods that you can use to maintain moisture in your hair. The last thing that I want to recommend is that you should never let your hair go too long before you moisturize it. Say you wash your hair on Sunday and then you don't do anything to it, you don't spray it with water, you don't re-moisturize it for like 2 weeks. So your hair is going to go through a period of dehydration essentially, and a lot of water loss, because if you don't replenish it, the moisture evaporates. So don't wait too long before you put moisture back into your hair. For me personally, I find that the maximum I can go without re-moisturizing my hair is 1 week, but even that is pushing it, and I usually have to deal with the consequences. You can do something really easy, just like spray it with some water, add a little bit of oil to your ends, make it work for you. It doesn't have to be like this whole drawn out 3-hour moisture routine. It can be really simple. But I do hope that you found this information useful and it helps you to understand a little bit better as to why you might be experiencing really dry hair. Keep in mind that everyone's hair is different, so even if one of these things doesn't work for you, it's just a matter of trial and error and seeing what might work instead. Also keep in mind your environment. If you live in a really warm climate or really dry climate, those things might also be affecting your hair. So that's all for this video. I hope you found this information useful. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram to see what kinds of things I post on there. And that's all for this video, but I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye!